Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 3 game, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Part 3 game, y'all. Let's get it. Like, share, subscribe to y'all. Let's get it. Let's go, man. It was crazy, man, but that was the idea. That was the plan. I said, bro, we gonna buck on them, bro. I said, man, we ain't, man, look, man. He said, my roommate face got like this. He was like, what, we just gonna tell him he done? He was like, man, we gonna tell him we ain't got no phone, bro. And it is what it is after that, man. You know what I mean? We was gonna tell him we ain't got no phone, man. You know what I mean? He was like, man, he was like, you know what, though? He was like, man, look, let's not do it right now, though. He said, this mob. He said, when we do that, that way is the sweet shit for him for the weekend. Then, if he want to fight, then we can fight. I thought about it. I was like, yeah. I was like, because he's not thinking that this is what we going to do. I said, look, and let's stop acting mad. I said, he dumb enough to believe that we're going to be acting like we're cool with all this reckless movement. You know what I mean? I said, if he's dumb enough to believe that, he definitely bucked on, bro. I said, but look, act like ain't nothing wrong. I said, when Count Clip gave him the phone back, everything normal. I said, bro, but he definitely bucked on, bro. I said, man, listen, man, I don't care who got his back. I don't care who know. He's bucked on, bro. I'm not going through this, man. I said, man, bro just out here like he just trying to get the jack took him, man. I was like, man, this is what I get for signing up for this, though. My roommate was like, I was like, man, I told you, man. I knew I had to hit my roommate with that joke, man. I was like, man, I told you. He was like, man, no, bro. He was like, man. I was like, yo, it's crazy. So I was like, that's a plan. So we put it together, you know what I mean? So we stayed on the phone. He talked to his peoples when Count Clear, he was on the job. So I come out when doors pop. I seen, bro, he was walking toward, he seen the dude, Bert, he was coming towards my cell. I seen him. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? He stopped. He was like, oh, what's up? He was like, with the phone in there? I was like, yeah. But look, though, what's up? You good? He was like, yeah. I was like, man, look, man, just tell your homeboys be safe, though, man. I was like, yo, just tell dudes be safe. You know what I mean? Just tell them be safe, man. I was like, yo, for real? He was like, man, they ain't my homeboys, man. Them dudes just using me to use the phone. I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, you know, like, where I'm from, like, they think my neighborhood is soft, so I know they just using me. Like, I know they just using me, but I don't care. I said, so why you letting them use the phone then? He was like, because, like, I be feeling bad, man, that I can use the phone and, like, that's the get back I be getting on them that I got a phone and, like, they need me. He said, because when we was in the jail and receiving, they ain't need me for nothing. They ain't need me for nothing. They ain't even want me to hang around them like that. I'm like, what? He like, yeah, so he explained all this. Like, I'm looking at him in a whole different light now, because he do like somebody that used to get bullied back in the day slightly. But I'm like, I'm listening to this, man. He like, yeah, so, like, that's why I do it. I'm like, yo, look, man, just tell him be safe, man. I was like, because, you know, bro, look, you sharing phones with us, bro. He was like, man, I know, man, but, like, y'all got to trust my movements. That's all. Just trust my movements, Weezy. I ain't going to get the phone toe off, man. I said, man, all right, man. I said, look, it's all good, man. You know what I mean? Dot them up, y'all, so boom. He walked away, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. He ain't even know as he was walking. I was just looking at his back, pause. I was just watching him walk away. I was like, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you, pause. I knew it. I was like, man, he's on the list. Shaquille O'Neal game, man. Like, sometimes you forced to do stuff like this. You know what I mean? Sometimes you forced to be sneaky. Sometimes you forced to be someone you don't want to be, man. But, like, people push you in the corner sometime, man. Like, you get pushed in the corner where it's no return, man. You gonna lash out however you gonna lash out, man. And, like, sharing phones with Bert, we felt like it was a good thing the first day, even though it could go crazy. But at the same time, though, like, we just felt like the things he was doing, we would never do. Like, everybody's not the same. Everybody's not gonna move the way me and my roommate move. But at the end of the day, he know he signed on to get with a phone with us. So he should have known this wasn't the phone where he can share all the time. It's the way how you do things, man. Like, he just was wilding. He just was wild, in my opinion, man. So like I don't know what he was thinking, man. Like, but he kind of like, but it was a done deal. If you ask me, though, man, we gonna get him. We just rocking him because we want to wait till the good shit will come on. Because he got a couple of dudes that be using him, but we don't know if these dudes gonna have his back or not. We don't know this, you know what I mean? We don't know if, like, these dudes gonna kind of like, you know, like be like they gonna fight for this man. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, we ain't care about that. You know what I mean? Like, my roommate, homeboys, it was more of them than my homeboys in the block at this particular moment. But I still had a couple of dudes in there from the town, and I'm gonna go anyway, so it didn't matter. It's nothing still was gonna get accomplished on their end except getting in the fight. And I won't coming off no phone, and now I won't try to hear it. Because for one, none of them dudes got no money in this. Like, what we were about to do was gonna be justified. You know why? Because we got $300 in this, y'all, so boom. So I won't try to hear nothing. Nobody had to say. I'm promising you, man, I won't try to hear nothing, man. So, like, for real, we just trying to plan a great move, man. So we just sat back. Like, we already see it. We're like, yo, bro, he ain't tripping, man. My homeboy, my roommate was like, look, I'm gonna offer him a piece of this burrito just to look, see what he do. He was like, watch this. My roommate cutting a burrito. He gave me my piece. I was like, all right. There's a piece of plastic. Me and the cell talking. Put my junk to the side, grab me some chips. Shebang game. With that junk right here, grab a ranch game. Ranch that burrito down game, you hear me? Ranched it down real good. That's word. He like, watch this. He cut another piece. He was like, watch. I'm gonna offer bro another piece. He was like, but what you wanna bet? He ain't on that phone though. What you wanna bet? I bet you anything. I was like, nah. I was like, nah, he on the phone, bro. He was like, what you wanna bet? He ain't on the phone. I'll bet you anything. I bet you anything, bro. He ain't on the phone. I was like, man, he was like, watch. I'm gonna go try to find him. He said, watch this. He went out. He was like, he grabbed a junk. He was like, throw me a bag of chips. I was like, went in the bag, gave him a bag of chips. He walked out. He was like, hey, Bert. Hey, Bert. Dude standing by. He said, hey, call Bert. Dude went in the cell, looked in there. Hey, Bert. He was like, he ain't in there. It's like, hey, Bert. Hey, Bert. He come from out the top tier jump, the same jump. He stuck his head out. He was like, here, man. He was like, oh. He shoot down the steps. Now I mean, he was like, come on. So my roommate done walked back with the food into the cell. I'm like, this man a maniac. So he come back in the cell. He like, Bert opened the door. He like, oh, you gave me peace. He was like, yeah. He was like, man, thanks, man. He was like, yeah, I'm hungry too, man. I ain't want to eat. I ain't know what I was going to eat tonight. Like, man, what's going on? I was like, what's up with the phone good? Y'all know me. I'm like, what's up, the phone good? He like, oh, yeah. My homie using it. Yeah, my homeboy using it. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I ain't hear you calling me. I was listening to his player. I'm like, why? I'm like, yeah, man, your homie using it. All right, don't forget to catch us, bro. You know what I mean? For this lockdown, you know what I mean? He was like, yeah. He was like, bro, I'm tired anyway. I'm ready to take me a nap. You know what I mean? He sat down, started eating his food. As he sat down for like 5 minutes and 10 minutes of talking, I was like, bro, go check on the phone, bro. He was like, he was eating. He was like, man, Weezy, the phone good. Weezy, calm down. The phone is good, Weezy. Why you always tripping, Weezy? I'm like, bro, listen, you been gone away from that phone way too long, man. Like, I'm thinking like we can't mess the play up and let somebody else beat us to this punch. Cause this dude is a cream puff at nature, y'all. So boom. Think I don't know a cream puff when I see one. The cream puff scanner came on. You freaking cream puff. That's who this guy is, man. He's not fooling me, man. That's why what we about to do has to be done. This has to be done. This definitely has to be done, man. So at the end of the day, man, like I was trying to make sure I was putting insurance on it, kind of make sure that phone, so he, man, it's good. So he continue eating his food. So like, man, all right, man. So he like, I'm gonna dip. I'll see y'all at lockdown time. So he grabbed the rest of his burrito. He took his rest of his little sour cream chip. Bro, shot back upstairs, y'all. So boom. Of course, he wasn't using the phone. I'm glad I didn't bet my roommate, man. That would have been a crazy bet right there. My roommate was right. When he left, my roommate was like, didn't I tell you? What'd I tell you? I guarantee you nobody, he wasn't on that phone. Didn't I tell you? I was like, man, bro, wow. I said, he bought the phone. He went in $300 with us to let everybody use the phone. The whole freaking city that he's from, everybody. Dudes were like, yeah, my roommate was like, man, he wow. I was like, man, that's why this has to happen, man. Like, my roommate was like, man, I don't care. As long as that sweet shit be on tomorrow, I don't care what's going on. I was like, yeah, because we got it late night, you know what I mean? I was like, we got it this lockdown. He get it the next lockdown. I said, man, that's the last joint. We get it for the slate of night. He was like, yeah. So I was like, bro, that's going to be his last time with it. So I was like, he better get when he going to get out it now, y'all. So boom. And I was serious about that, man. Like, yo, we about to buck for real. Like, bro, out back, man. We about to buck, man. I ain't got time for this dude, man. This dude wildin', man. Like I told y'all, man, like I'm gonna lash out if I'm forced in the corner, man. So like, I ain't trying to hit this right now. I'm just waiting. So we gave it back to him for his count. Me and my roommate chilled. You know what I mean? Played a little dominoes, chilled for a minute. He had it. You know what I mean? We won't even tripping. Go ahead and do what you're gonna do. That's his last time using his phone. That's basically what we were saying. Go ahead and go do what you're gonna do, because it's your last time using the jet. So he handled his business, I guess. Then it was time to lock down for the rest of the night lockdown. He brought the phone over to us. We used to keep the phone inside a little Scrabble bag where you keep the pieces of the Scrabble at. You got to shake up to get the pieces. The black bag, that's what we used to put the phone in sometimes. It just used to hide the phone. It was a pouch, you could tie it, you know what I mean, with the little string. But we used to use that joint to put the phone in. So he come over there, he hand my roommate the joint. My roommate get it. He was like, man, I'm tired, bro. He told my roommate, he was like, you got a 100 bun with icing in there. My roommate was like, you know I got one. Roommate gave him one, you know what I mean? He was like, man, I'm about to go heat this up in the microwave and lay my butt down, man. I'm tired. So we were about to lock down anyway for the rest of the night. So he gave us the jack. Bro was out of there, y'all. So boom. As soon as he left, my real roommate was like, I was like, man, he's stupid, man. I was like, look, I'm not giving the phone back. He was like, look, and he was like, this is what I'm gonna do. He said, when they call me for diabetic call in the morning, he said, I'm gonna go and get a phone to my homeboy downstairs. He's like, he gonna hold it. He ain't gonna let nobody mess with it, bro. He said, if anybody talking about anything, then we got the phone safe. We already know where it's at. So he was like, we ain't only gonna go to the hole for fighting. So he like, that's what it is. And he was like, if they wanna fight, then that's just what it is too. I'm like, man, that's a lot. I don't care. I was like, bro, wrong. He wrong for this. He's wrong for all this. So I'm like, bro, it's on. I'm like, yeah, that's a smart idea. Take the phone. We got it all through the night, but when he get called for diabetic call in the morning, grab the phone, go ahead and secure the phone, and let's get ready for action in the morning time, y'all. So boom. I felt good about that. That plan felt good because I was actually really thinking that it was going to be crazy. I'm like, man, I know them dudes going to try to take out for him. I know they're going to try to take out for him, man. So we stayed through the night. We let our peoples know, hey, man, look, might be crazy. He used to be talking to his sister. His sister was dumb cool. He telling his sister what happened. She weak. She like, y'all about to what? We like, man, we about to buck on this. We about to Shaquille O'Neal's face off. You hear me? That's what we about to do, man. She like, y'all crazy. She was like, he ain't gonna want to fight. We like, look, he can try, but we might be fighting. So look, that's why he like, let her know she on the phone weak. She like, y'all crazy. Y'all about to buck on him. We like, man, we about to buck. I said, we about to buck on him. That's a lot. I was like, man, look. I was like, it's already a done deal. So she weak about it. So we chilled through the night, man. We were just waiting for the morning to come, man. So the morning came fast. I hear that standby for diabetic call. My roommate get up. He get the phone. He go out the pod. The lights still be off in the pod. So he come out. He go to dude's cell. Dude sleep in the first cell right there by the showers. He go straight to his cell. I don't know if he did, but I seen him dip. And I ain't see him go out the door because I was standing at the outdoor. I ain't see my roommate go to the front door yet, so he had to be at the dude's cell. So he secured the jack. So my roommate dipped out. So he go to diabetic call. He come back in. I was still in the bed. So when he come back in, that's when we'll get ready to go for child. So he come back in. He was like, hey, they got some garbage over there. I was like, yeah, I'm chilling, bro. I ain't getting up until, you know what I mean, Empire Rec. So he was like, I wanted bro going to child. I was like, man, probably not. I said, but he don't get the phone until like counting's clear. And I mean, you know what I mean? We come back out school, all of that. So he was like, yeah. So I was like, all right. So he was like, but everything's straight though. The phone secured. So, you know what I mean? I was like, bet. So I was like, man, as it was getting closer and closer, they called breakfast. I didn't go to breakfast. I chilled. I stayed in the cell. My roommate was up there watching TV. We was chilling. So nobody go to breakfast. So I was like, man, I'm about to hit this Feezy game, man. I was like, bro, for real. I know it's early. I was like, man, but this might be our last Feezy, man. We don't know what's going to go on. So we going on, let the Feezy up, me and him hit the Feezy. We up there tripping. So breakfast come back. So when breakfast come back, it's still not time for Bert to get his phone. You know what I mean? So when breakfast come back, we chilling some more. So after a little bit of breakfast, that's when they'll still lock. They'll tell everybody lock down. And about an hour, 30 minutes later, they'll start letting out. After an hour, 30 minutes later, they'll count. And then after count, then that's when they'll let us back out for in-pod rec, outside rec, school, all of that'll start happening. So that's when Bert would get the phone. So we just waiting, you know what I mean? So when they get close to that, I just start, you know what I mean, getting strapped up. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I started getting strapped up. I started putting my shoes on, tying them tight, getting ready, you know what I mean? I put my long john on. I ain't throw my squirrel shirt on, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, man, it is what it is. I was like, man, he was like, so when he come and say, what you gonna say? I was like, I'll tell him. He was like, what you gonna tell him? I was like, bro, we ain't got no phone, bro. I said, I'm gonna play him like he's stupid and make him even mad. My roommate was like, yeah, because he got crazy. We're gonna do him right there. We're gonna do him right there. So like, man, we're gonna see, man. So lady said, stand by for in-pod rec. Stand by for in-pod rec. Doors start opening. All the doors open up. That's word. Doors open up. My roommate jump off the bed. He come up. He stand by the door. Get up. I sit on the bed. I ain't move. I'm just sitting on the bed. My roommate standing like back the door, but he can, like, from his angle, he can see like the pools coming to our door. So he's standing right there. Yeah, we chilling, you know what I mean? We ain't move. Y'all know we on the bottom tier, so like bro on the bottom tier, so him coming to our cell ain't gonna take long. So I don't know if he was waiting to see if we was gonna move, but I know he see our door open, so we just chilling. So we right there in the cell, like waiting on this nigga, you know what I mean? The phone ain't even in our cell. So next thing you know, he was like, my roommate was like, He ain't come. I was like, he coming? He was like, yeah. I was like, he by himself. He was like, yeah, he ain't gonna bring nobody. I was like, all right, I was just checking. He was like, he coming right now. They here though. Yo, what's up, bro? What's up, fellas? What's up? What y'all doing? I was like, oh, what's up, bro? I was just sitting on my bed like, oh, what's up, bro? My roommate standing on the wall. I'm like, man, what's good? He was like, ain't nothing. Man, what y'all got going on? Y'all make the la-la early in the morning. It was the box right there. He came sound the box. He was like, y'all hitting la-la early in the morning. Where that? I want to hit it. Like, man, it's gone, man. He was like, yeah, I still smell it, man. He was like, hey, y'all crazy, man. He was like, yeah, I slept good last night, too, bro. I be liking when I ain't got to stay night with the jack. I be up all night when I use the phone, man. I be, you know what I mean? Or I might let my homeboy stay the night with it sometimes on my night. I'm like, what? Like, he took me out of zone of what I was about to do. He talking about, I used to let my homeboy stay the night with it sometimes when I ain't want to stay. I said, bro, you used to let who to stay the night with? He was like, man, my homeboy upstairs. I'm like, all right. He was like, but yeah, though, man, man, what y'all doing, though? Y'all about to come out? Like, nah, we chilling, bro. You know what I mean? He was like, all right, I'm about to go make a move then. He said, where the phone at? I was like, both of us was just quiet in that joint. He was like, he was like, hey, Weezy, where the phone? I was like, he said, my room. He said, where the phone at, bro? What happened, man? I was like, he was like, oh, man, come on, y'all quit joking, man. He ran up on me and threw like a little weak two-piece. He was like, man, quit playing, T-Weezy, man. I was like, bro, the phone, I ain't got no phone, bro. He was like, hey, go ahead, man. I was like, bro, I don't have no phone, bro. He looked at my roommate's face. He turned around. He was like, man, go ahead. My roommate was like, what you mean you ain't got no phone? I was like, bro, I don't have a phone. He was like, man, you got a phone, man. I said, man, that phone gone, bro. That phone gone. He said, what you mean the phone gone? If the phone gone, give me my $300 then. It's like, bro, listen, the phone is gone, bro. He was like, so what y'all saying? Y'all just gonna buck on me? He was like, bro, listen, we saying whatever you saying, bro. Like, the phone is gone. What's up? What's up? He was like, what's up? I was like, yeah, what's up? He was like, he looked at my roommate. He said, man, the phone gone, man. My roommate was like, man, look, man, what you gonna do, man? You mad? You mad about it? Do something about it. He was like, I'm mad about it. Do something about it. Y'all just gonna buck on me? That's what y'all gonna do? Man, I was like, man, get the fuck out my cell, man. He was like, all right. Boom, he pushed the door open. He dipped out. I was like, told my roommate, I said, man, this nigga. Told my roommate, I said, man, this nigga, bro, I said, man, I told you, man. It's like, man, it is what it is. So we like, man, fuck that. We ain't gonna hide in the cell. We came out. We just stood by our cell. We was out that bitch like this. Fuck, nigga. We was out that bitch chilling. Like, you wilding, bro. Like, what? So we go out the joint. We see him. He shoot up the steps. He went straight to dude's cell up the steps. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they would do. He's on early in the morning. You know what I mean? So he got to wake a nigga up being a lame. You know what I mean? Telling a nigga he need his help. So I guess he waking dude up. So we standing downstairs like, man, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. He like, we chilling. Like, we chilling, man. We like, man, fuck that shit. He leave from downstairs. He go to the door. He talking to somebody out in another pod. Like, man, he wild. He turn around, look at us. We looking at him like, yeah, do something. So he go back. Next thing you know, the dudes from upstairs, they finally get up. So they get up. They come down the steps. You know what I mean? So they go in, they say, you hear him like, man, you a stupid idiot, man. They screaming on him. He like, man, what you wanted me to do? It was 2-on-1. What you wanted me to do? Like, man, this nigga whack as hell, man. So goddamn, we like, man, it is, well, fuck it. Them niggas want to fight, we can fight. I ain't tripping. I ain't never been scared to fight. Win, lose, or draw. So we chilling. Niggas goddamn leave from his cell. They come over there, we was at. They walk over there, jump. Two of them. You know what I mean? Him and his roommate, the dude upstairs and his roommate, they walk over there. Hey, look, man, can we holler at y'all right quick? We was like, holler? He was like, yeah, in the cell. We like, in the cell? My roommate was like, what's up, man? We gonna fight? What's up? What's good? Like, man, look, let me holler at y'all right quick, man. So my roommate was like, what's up, man? You know I fuck with you, but if y'all taking that nigga's side, bro, it is what it is. He like, nah, hold on, let me holler. So like, man, come on. So we all walked in our room. So it's 4 of us in that bitch. We walked and jumped. He was like, man, look, man, that nigga a bitch, man. We was trying to take care of that nigga. We was using that nigga phone to take care of some business because we about to get our own jack, man. He was like, look, man, do us a favor, bro, and we'll cross that nigga out, bro. He's like, that nigga whack, bro. Like, he ain't got no phone. We don't need him no more, bro. He was like, but do us a favor, though. He was like, what's that? He was like, man, let us hold the phone and take care of some business, man. My roommate was like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing it. He was like, bro, we ain't gonna play with the phone, man. He was like, you know me, man. He said, I'll come in here and use the phone. He said, let us come in here and use the phone. He said, I'm gonna look out for y'all. He said, man, and we'll get rid of this nigga here, man. He said, goddamn, if we don't get rid of him, you ain't gonna never have to worry about this nigga again. What this nigga gonna be trying to do? He was like, nah. He's like, bro, I got him. Just y'all take care of that. I'm gonna get my homeboy right here. He can go take care of him. I was like, I looked at my roommate. My roommate was like, I'm gonna stay in the room while I use the jack. I'll be back. So my roommate went and got the jack. My roommate came back. Dude was still in there. The other nigga came out with me. So we walked straight to Bert's cell. He was like, come on. I was like, where you going? He was like, come on. We walked straight to Bert's cell. That's my word. We went to Bert's cell. Bert was like, he seen me coming with dude. He was like, what's up? You got it? Dude was like, man, shut the fuck up. He smacked the shit out of Bert. Bert was like, man, shut the fuck up. What the fuck is wrong? Don't be fucking questioning me, man. The hell is wrong with you? Bert was like, Bert looked at that nigga, man, dude that looked like, man, if you make one false move or even breathe the wrong way, I'm gonna mangle your ass in here, y'all. So boom. That's how dude was looking at Bert. He's like, man, shut the fuck up. Fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Who the fuck is you talking to like that? Bert was like, he was like, nigga, you can't do shit right, nigga. He said, look, you see these niggas right here? You see him and his roommate? Nigga, don't fuck with them, nigga. That phone gone, nigga. Don't fuck with them, nigga. You heard what the fuck I said, nigga? You hear me? Bert was like, he was like, boom! Like he ain't smacking him in his face, like he's smacking him in his head. Oh, he like, boom! Bert was like, he was like, nigga, you hear what the fuck I said, nigga? Bert was like, he was like, nigga, don't maybe fucking tell you again, nigga. He said, if I gotta raise my voice again, you finish, nigga. Bert was like, all right, me and bro dipped out. I was like, oh shit. We get back to the cell, him and bro using the phone, you know what I mean? Goddamn, my son come out, was like, yo, y'all can stay in the cell, man. You know what I mean? Man, stepped out. So we left him and his roommate in our cell with the cut up. We come out. He was like, yo. I was like, yo, bro, man, dude just went in there and smacked the shit out of Bert, dumbass, bro. He was like, for real? He was like, man, he smacked the living fire out that nigga, bro. I said, man, Bert ain't gonna do shit, man. That nigga ain't gonna do shit, man. This is my word, man. Them niggas used our phone for the next 3-4 days. They was coming to our cell to have to use the phone to take care of their play. But they was taking care of their play, man. It took uses of the phone for them to make their play happening, man. And like, I can remember seeing the nigga Bert sitting at the domino table just watching us. Like we doing what he used to do to them. But the difference is we getting paid for what we doing with them. And they ain't got no problem. They ain't gonna buck on us. Like we helping them out. Bert was just a slave. So he used to be at the table. I seen Bert's face. He used to be watching us make the play. He used to be like, then when he see I'm watching him, he'll be like, I'll be like, yeah, he watching you, freaking coward, man. You should just let nobody hold a jack, man. But we did what we did, man. It all started from him doing all them favors, man. Like, it just was too much going on, man. And like, he fucked it up, man. So that was a time that we had to be majorly petty as a bitch, man. But bro and them ended up getting their phone. When they got their phone, they ended up striking for some tobacco, man. He looked out for me and my roommate. Played fair, man. And bro goddamn had the exclusive junk, like a BlackBerry type of phone, man. He used to let us borrow that junk sometime because you can watch the porno game on that. You know what I mean? I'm talking about bro turned out to be cool, man. We ended up getting cool with them through that shit right there. So it was a crazy situation, man. But Bert set his dumb ass in the pod and never said shit, man. I promise you, man. Bert, he ended up moving a little time ago, man. But for real, that shit was nuts, man. We had to buck on that nigga. We had to buck on him, y'all. And that was a crazy situation. But that's the end of the damn story, though, y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Y'all know the count, man. Please stay out the way, man. That's all I want y'all to do, man. Just stay out the way and live out here with your family, man. Period. Y'all already know what it is, man. Turn this video up like the rest of them, y'all. Let's get it. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get it. Let's go, man. But y'all be safe out there. Stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl. girl, forget hitting the club. Stay out the way. Mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way. Staying out the way. What you thought that it was? Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for